I cried. It was so weird. Like,
I assume they addressed the curse. Yeah.
of course, they addressed the curse for Cleveland. I mean, everything. It's an 18-minute video where they just speak on what happened and what led up to them winning the World Series after 108 years. And my whole life, I've always thought that the biggest game that will ever be in my mind is the USC Texas Rose Bowl in 2005 when they won the national championship. And just seeing Vince Young just like cry. You know what I mean? I just thought that would be the biggest sports moment in my life forever.
And then the Cubs won.
Well, no, and I it was still in that category for like 2 years. Even with my granddad being the biggest Cubbies fan, it was weird because there was like that 2 years where I was like, this maybe second. And then I watched this rewind video where they showed everything, and it was like a religious experience again. That's what it felt like.
I think we saw that with Franco Harris.
Yeah.
In the Immaculate Reception.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the show. Let's get started.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, no, it's been a long week, man. Gotta get warmed up. Gotta get
I think
liquored up. No.
I
Dude, I think it's like one of my first beers all week, dude. I haven't
really.
You had one last night.
Yeah, but I only drank like this much. Like I just let it go.
I mean, it's like I drank most of it. Then I had like 3 more, but you know, this doesn't really count.
No, for real, I didn't.
I know you didn't.
I haven't. I don't know. I just haven't drank that much. But I'm not like a let's participate in sober October. I'm more of like a, hey, when I drink too much and I throw up, let's maybe not drink for a few weeks.
It's like, so I've made it my whole life on just irrational confidence and low expectations. Like, it's like, if I wake up and I'm ill and I vomit my own intestines, I should probably stay away from the booze.
Yeah, dude. Oh my God. I hate that feeling when you drink so much and you're like, I don't ever want to drink again. And then like 3 days later, you're like, ooh, it's cold and I want it.
Or, ooh, it's hot and I want it.
Yeah. Is there anything you've ever drank that's like fucked you up where you're like, I'm not drinking that ever again?
Vodka and OJ.
Vodka and OJ?
Really? A screwdriver?
Yeah, man.
It's called a vodka juice.
Vodka orange juice?
Vodka orange juice.
I think that's what.
I think it's mostly just vodka in general, man. Like,
Yeah.
I'll drink vodka every now and then, but
That's my shit.
yeah,
I don't.
clear liquor is for middle-aged
Yeah.
women who are trying to lose weight.
Yeah.
No, I don't like vodka at all, man. I'll tell you this though. Well, the last time I got like just fucking trashed was off of red wine. I had like 2 bottles, and I haven't had a glass of red wine since. But one liquor that I don't fuck with. I think I've told you this off air before. I don't ever, if I want it, I buy the little mini bottles because it's called portion control, and I'm just afraid that I'm gonna get fucking crazy with it or something. Is tequila. So I'll buy like the little 1-2 shots of tequila, and I'll have those, and that's it. I do not.
We're gonna get him for Christmas this year because we couldn't do it last year.
She wanted to do this thing where like my whole family takes tequila shots on Christmas Day.
It's from The Office.
What is it?
It is.
What part of the office?
Where he's like, when somebody wouldn't let Michael have booze at the party, and he's like, "Happy birthday, Jesus! Sorry your party's so lame."
Do you want?
It's not tequila.
No, I said I think I just said I want tequila.
Okay. That's where you were inspired to create that family tradition, and then we found out we were pregnant, and she couldn't do it, so nobody did it last year. So it's been postponed until this year. So
I just don't like The Office like that.
Oh, I know, man. I love The Office.
I know,
oh my
and
God.
it's like some music. I see the appeal. It's just, you know what I mean. I got to Parks and Rec first, and I just hunkered down.
Parks and Rec is good, man.
We did Parks and Rec second, and it's like we binge The Office, then we binge Parks and Rec.
Yeah. And but one thing we were talking about tequila, man. I really wanted to touch on this just real quick, because I'd never realized it. But tequila is the first liquor, or maybe even alcohol I ever drank. I think. Like, other than, but I'm talking like where I was like, oh fuck, this is like a problem now.
Yeah.
Which
this is dangerous.
we my, like, I guess you would call like early teens best friend. We busted into his dad's liquor cabinet, and we all started doing tequila shots. There's like 4 of us, and we like slammed 3 of them, and then we played RuneScape.
You fucker! You made fun. You've made fun of me for playing, you piece of shit.
I was a drunk 13-year-old. You're a sober grown man.
For the record, this is where I got it from.
Yeah. Okay. I don't remember that being tequila.
I think that's just a meme.
Yeah, it's just a meme.
Where it says, when your family won't take Christmas breakfast tequila shots with you. Damn. Well, happy birthday, Jesus. Sorry your party's so lame.
So, just so the segue doesn't catch fire this time, I just want to say, first of all, thank you to everyone who listens, comments, subscribes, whatever you do, interacting with us. We really, really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Every time. Yeah, I love it. I love, we last week we had Jody Bon, God, dude,
John
I'm
Bon
all over the
Jody?
place tonight. John Bon Jody, thank you, dude. I
gotta ask,
slap me in the fucking face, dude, or something. Like,
he is not my. Yeah, I don't know him, but is that his real fucking name?
No. We call so he's Jody. I used to work with him. His fucking favorite artist is Bon Jovi, and so
Wait, is how old is this dude?
He's older than me.
Okay. All right,
Why?
because for a second I
Not
was
by
like,
much. Like, it's our age.
Well, what I'm saying is I've never met anyone in their 20s who's like our age who's been like, dude, you know who gets fucking hard? You know who's killer, bro? Bon Jovi.
Bon Jovi.
Fucking.
Anyway, sorry, we had Jody submit last week. We had Alex submit last week, which is awesome. And then of course everything fell off the rails from there. And then this week we got a few additional submissions, which will be nice to go over. Caitlin hit me with a question earlier this week that's kind of kept me up all week, so I'm going to throw that at you and see what you think about it.
Whoop whoop.
What else is new? And yeah, we'll just see where it goes. So we got a pretty fun show tonight. Yeah, let's get started. Where do we start with first?
All right, we got a question from our
Josh?
friend Housen, who's been...
I finally texted that fucker back after like 2 months. Like, he texted me 2 months ago, and then he sent us with that text, and I was like, "Hey, bro." ... Like,
Dude, okay, I want to throw this out there. I don't know if I've said this on air or not, but like, Mike is the worst with a cell phone.
Yeah.
This is the only fucking guy I know who's like, no, I want to call you because I want to hear your voice and I want to hear the inflection and tone of the way you say things.
Here's the thing. I called you how many times on Monday?
You didn't answer, you prick.
well, dude, I was incapacitated.
I called you like 20 times on Monday.
I wasn't ghosting you, Caitlin. Like,
He was in the hospital.
I ghosted my mother. Like,
you know what?
What
I
else
was
is
about
new?
to message your mom and be like, have you heard from him?
oh my god, dude, she would have gone into a tailspin. Like,
Yeah. Do you want to touch on while you were in the hospital, Mike?
I mean, not really, but I love what it's like. God damn, podcasting's like improv, man. It's like I gotta go with what he says. So yeah, I guess I'll tell you about my inflated ball bag. You fucking
Look, I'm gonna say this, okay? The fucking 80s had sex, drug, and rock and roll. 2019 has the Human Disaster Podcast. Okay, it's the same thing,
dude. But the weird thing is like, dude, we're like Keith Richards now. You know what I mean? Well, I am at least. Like, it's like if somebody walked up to Keith Richards like, "Hey man, you did a lot of fucking smack, huh?" He'd be like, "Yeah, I did a pretty good amount." And he's like, and they're like, "Hey man, you still smoke pot? Yeah, you still do smack?"
you're like, it's like Carrie Fisher to the fucking Blues, or not the Blues Brothers, but the Belushi brothers.
Yeah.
They were like, she has a problem.
They did.
The
They
fucking
said that about
Belushi
her.
brothers said Carrie Fisher had a problem.
The
With
Blues Brothers.
cocaine.
That's a good movie.
Yeah.
With cocaine, I believe.
Cocaine, yeah, something. Mike,
I mean, dude.
What's your foot?
Do you know how bad it got? Is like I'm at a point in my life where, because the thing about blow is it's like everybody's first hard drug. I'm gonna keep this short, I promise. It's everybody's first hard drug, but then like if you go a couple miles past it, everybody's like, "Yo, dude, I'll just do a bump." You're like, "Oh, hey, I didn't know that you took naps in kindergarten and did blow." Like, you know what I mean? Like, congratulations, man, you went to Coachella. Like,
You fucking idiot.
All right, so Housen, who's been on the show before,
yeah.
asked you guys a question because we
asked for topics.
So he said, If you went back in time and had to prove definitively that you're from the future, but you only get one prediction to prove yourself, what would it be and why?
You go first.
Well, first of all, you have to understand where you're going in history. So if I get to pick where I'm going in
That's
history.
exactly what I said.
If I had to pick where I'm going in history. Ooh, that's good. That's good. That's actually really fun. I wish I had thought about this more.
Yeah, me too. That's why I'm stumped. What am I going back in time for? What do I need to tell myself?
Well,
Is it yourself?
Yeah, you gotta. Well, you go back as yourself, and then like if you say
Yeah,
you're from the
But
future.
are you going back to yourself, or are you going back to like Hitler? You know, it doesn't say that you're visiting yourself. So any time in history, I believe. He didn't clarify.
Well, okay, so first off, let's just do in our timeline, like our lives, right?
Okay.
Most people would instinctually go back to before 9/11. And the problem with that is
The butterfly effect?
no, that there were people who were literally like, "Hey guys, 9/11's going to happen."
Oh, at that time, there
Yeah, they were like they were totally there, and nobody was like, "Oh, this guy's from the future."
Do you think they were?
I don't know. I mean, how many Johnny Bravo, The Simpsons? They all said they predicted it.
Dude.
But I'm saying like people in the government had to have like been like, "Hey, dude, something's going on."
Have you seen the predictions from The Simpsons? Have you seen like that entire? Oh my god. Dude.
Okay, look, a broken clock is right 2 times a day.
Yeah.
If you have that much creative output, there's gonna be some fucking coincidence.
If you're on the air for fucking 79 years,
dude.
How old is The Simpsons?
I'm gonna
fucking old.
I'll tell you what. I'll put this in terms so you that people can understand.
I thought you were gonna say so you can understand. It's like,
no, just
Jesus.
Okay. The Simpsons came out.
87.
The Simpsons came out in 1987.
Animated shorts, and then the actual series came out December 17th, 1989. So it's 30 years old.
Michael Jackson was still black when The Simpsons came on. Like, Ronald Reagan was president when The Simpsons came on. Like, that's 6 presidents ago, I think. I'm not going to count it. But, like, if you have that much time, it's like Nostradamus. Like, have you ever looked at Nostradamus's creative output? The greatest seer of the future of all time, as people believe. It's like, have you ever seen how much shit he wrote down?
A lot.
Oh, fuck ton.
Not
like,
all of it was right.
It's just like anything else. If there's 2,000 pages of guesses,
yeah,
and you have
all
all of eternity to make them correct.
It's like the
Aztec calendar.
It's like the same amount of odds as like what is it? Playing that Pink Floyd album to The Wizard of Oz, and it matches up perfectly. It's like there's all these
Dark
things
Side
that
of the
are
Moon, right?
Huh?
Dark Side of the Moon.
Yeah.
That's
Or,
that
no, I
one?
thought it was The Wall.
I don't think it's The Wall.
I don't know.
Anyway,
No, it's like you have all these things that are like 1 in a million chance, but if you line up all those things together, one of those is more probable than the other. You know what I mean? As far as Dark Side of the Rainbow, it's Dark Side of the Moon. Dude, I don't know, man. I think if I needed to go back in time to talk to myself, and I needed to prove to myself that it was me. Oh, man, I'm trying to think strategically. You would think that you'd want to pick something that's like happened recently for us, that's far in the future for them, so that way when they get there. But then again, it's kind of like
you want them to believe you immediately.
Yeah, you need them to believe you immediately, so it might be like.
And it depends on like what point in time you went back to as well.
Exactly.
Oh, I know it. I know. I got the perfect way. If I had to go back to like. If you have to go back to like high school or middle school version of yourself, just tell them how your fucking girlfriend's gonna break up with you. Could you not imagine like?
But here's the thing: I've never been broken up with.
If you're okay, you go back to when you were in a relationship with somebody, and then you tell them how they're gonna break up. Okay, what's the most important thing to a high school kid? Their relationship and their fucking status in school. Yeah, your relationship. So, if future you, how many phones do you have? What is ringing? Oh, it's mine. Oh, it's my mom. Should I answer it?
Dude, you're such a dickhole, bro.
Mom, what's up? You're on the podcast.
Oh, I'm sorry. Call me back when you're done.
You sure?
Yeah.
You want to say hi?
Hi, everyone.
It's not live. You're okay.
Oh, okay.
Say hi
Yeah,
for
okay.
Wednesday. Just joking.
Okay.
All right, everything good?
Yeah, I'm good. It's
Okay.
not an emergency, but yeah.
Okay. All right, I'll call you back.
Okay, bye.
Bye. It's my phone. Dude, I'm sorry.
Looking at Mike
I'm
like,
super
why the
fucking
fuck is your
tired.
phone on? And then it's his
Yeah.
phone.
I'm like yelling at you. Like, how many phones do you have? It's mine. That's fine. I'm sorry.
Do you actually?
Dude, we've been up since like 4 this morning. So with JR, man, he did not sleep at all today. So I apologize.
I had
for
a
the,
mental breakdown earlier.
for the scattered thoughts right now. No, okay. If you had to go back to high school version of you with the most important thing at that time, okay, go back and talk to fucking high school you and tell them how our first band show went. Hey man, your bass is gonna feedback and you're gonna get pissed off because you think it's like you and all this and that and everything's gonna be fine. Your dad's gonna be there. He's gonna buy the DVD. Your mom's gonna make a DVD of it the next day.
Dude, I gotta tell you, I maybe I look at this question wrong. Like I don't think I would even, it's because the question's kind of vague. I don't even think
It is.
I would fuck with Past Me. I would just let Past Me do, because I'm pretty, I know it sounds weird given everyone who listens to the show, but I'm actually pretty proud of,
Content.
the product that I became, and I really don't want to change that. Like I feel like I'm my own person.
No, I agree
and
with that.
So what I'm saying
you don't
is
have to change anything.
No. That's the problem. Is you do, because like, if can you imagine if future you showed up to high school you and was be like, your girlfriend's gonna break up with you, and then just worked back to the present. How fucking confused would you be, Jerry?
We kind of had this conversation the other day
We did.
with, it was kind of this
Oh, I know what you're
similar.
talking
If you could go back and tell yourself one thing about your future, what would it be? Or the reverse, if yourself came, like you're in high school, your future self came to you, what question would you ask it?
So just to answer, because I've thought about this a lot, which is, I would tell Past Me, I'm so sorry. You can run through a brick wall if you want. You can. Mm-hmm. Like you'll pull through in the end. Just make up your fucking mind. And if like future me come to me now, what would I ask it?
Yeah.
Does any one of our 3 biggest fears happen? It's just like the thought of, just like any of them. I mean, the thought of losing somebody or something important, or the quality of my life going down drastically. So that's what I'd ask it. I wouldn't ask which one, because I know that I can deal with 3 options being available, but I know that I could prepare myself better, like work out those muscles, like be able to deal with oncoming trauma. Yeah. And that way it wouldn't blindside me, and then I'd revert back into old habits. So that's probably what I would. Those are definitely the 2, like definitively. What about you, man?
I've said this for years, man. If I can go back in time to 16-year-old me, I would punch myself in the face as hard as I could.
Why?
I don't know, man. It's the same reason why I get up in the morning and look in the mirror and I'm like, hey, fuck you. Myself. Like, I don't know. I don't know.
I think you're very hard on yourself.
Yeah, I think I am, and I think I always want better, and so.
But that's what we're supposed to be as humans.
Yeah, I know.
We're
well,
supposed to
that's just the way I feel. Maybe I have the fucking heat on 10 instead of 6 or whatever, like everybody else. But like I don't know. That's how I feel, man. Like I think about shit that I did yesterday, and I'm like, why did I fucking do that? Like I'm such an idiot. Like, and that's just how I've always thought about myself like that. So.
No, and I know this is gonna sound really, really, really strange, because I feel like you have a better grasp on a lot of things than I do. I really feel like you're super disciplined, hyper talented, very adept, and you pay attention to a lot of things. And this isn't to rub it in or anything. It's just it's one of the few things where I feel like maybe I've processed is that you're gonna be who you are. And of course I have regrets. I'm not acting like I levitate over you.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm learning as I get older that it's like, 9 out of 10 ain't bad.
Yeah.
9 people walk away from me and they feel like they're better for the experience. If one doesn't, man, you can't. If you bat 300 in the majors, you're a god. And I'm batting like 900. I'll take that win.
Yeah, I hear you.
But I think the problem with Jerry is he can't let somebody down. He will let himself down before he lets anybody else down.
Yeah,
that's fair.
So it makes you a good friend. So it makes you a
appreciate
really
it.
good
But
friend.
he will.
This is a counseling session now.
Yeah, you will destroy yourself to help somebody else.
Yeah.
You'll, which drives me crazy.
I know.
I
That's
feel like
just the way I am.
There is one comment I want to give you in the middle of that critique, though, is that I've been in your house, obviously, and I've never seen one self-help book.
No, never.
And do you want to and I feel like, thank you, first of all, for agreeing with me. First of all, if you're a single dude and you got a self-help book, throw it out. Especially if it was written by a fucking dude, because a girl's gonna walk into your place and she's gonna see a self-help book and she's gonna say, this dude needs another dude to tell him how to get his shit together. Like, oh no, man. It's like, be an individual, be yourself, don't affect anyone else, and then eventually you'll be a human and it'll be fine. But nobody got a leg up on the self-help thing. It's just how to be more like me.
It's just like, dude, self-help and those like motivational speakers are like one step away from being organized religions. Like,
dude, sometimes they fucking have a kid and it's Joel Osteen. Fucking faggot.
If you listen real closely, you can hear him locking the doors during the next hurricane.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's that, man. I don't know what I'd do to prove to myself, but I think because I'm so hard on myself, I think I would just know, because I've thought about future me coming into my life like on like a weekly basis since I can remember. So like if future me just walked in at any moment, I was like, hey, it's me. I'm from this year. I'm like, oh, I've been waiting for you.
You can't make contact though. You know that, right? You'll arc the universe.
Dude. Yeah, I thought about a lot of shit like that, man.
Oh man,
cool, good question. Thank you, Hausen.
I don't think we answered it.
I
don't think we did either.
I think it's too vague. I think we need to know.
No, that's why it's a good question.
Wait, can I give him just a definite answer if he's looking for it?
Sure.
I would go back to 1940. I would tell them about Pearl Harbor. I would tell every major newspaper. I would bet on IBM and then sell IBM in the 70s. And then I would use that money and buy Apple and then ride it out until now. And that is the answer. And everyone would be like, this guy's the best financial advisor in history. And I'd be like, yeah, put money on U-Haul. Like,
okay, if you want me to throw a definitive one out there, I'll be like, okay, wait, when was it? 2001? Is that when Britney Spears went crazy?
Let me see.
Dude, you can't go back and ride her coattails, dude.
Yes, I can.
Dude, that doesn't... He's saying you had to prove you're from the future. He's not saying go back in time and become Kevin Federline. You fucking mook.
I have
07.
Is it 07? Okay, even better. I got more time. Okay. I had this conversation with somebody at work today because there was a picture of Britney Spears. And I was like, man, she's just so hot, dude. Look at her. She's just always been so hot. And they were like, yeah, not in 2007. I was like, yes, she was the hottest then. You know why? Because she was the most obtainable then. Because she was vulnerable and she was down at our level. And that's when we should have grabbed her coattails and rode that shit back up.
Jerry, look at my face. Look at your wife's face.
Well, then I'll divorce that crazy bitch, and then I'll have all that money and alimony.
I thought you were talking about I was like, damn, Jerry.
No.
I was like,
dude,
you know
who's
what?
got
I'll do that.
balls?
I would not leave my wife for Britney Spears.
I was like, you know what? I'll do that.
I would hijack Britney Spears.
I
for all her
wouldn't blame
money
you.
And then marry my wife.
I
You
wouldn't blame him.
For leaving you for Britney Spears?
Yeah.
I was,
That money.
for a second,
I'm not come back
I
to
mean,
you.
I know you love me. Don't get me wrong. But that money, though.
I'll have an affair on Britney Spears with you.
God
right in
damn.
front
I'm
of
okay
her.
with that.
you guys are animals, man.
Why?
Resources.
I mean,
have you guys ever played Catan?
Dude.
hello.
A lot of Catan shit, dude.
Look at the shelf.
fucking
That whole
shelf is
shelf.
full of
There's
it.
like 16 boxes of Catan. 3 duplicates of one.
I'm nationally ranked. No.
Yeah, we have the expansion of the expansion
We do. All right. Next question was from.
from Alex, but
Okay. Yeah. I say because I didn't get around to reading this, and I apologize for not being on my game
I
today.
read briefly through it, and I think we should maybe feature it in our next Good Luck Sleeping.
That's fine because that's coming. We're recording that next week.
Shout
So-
out, Alex. I don't know what's going on with this, so they're
Good.
gonna read up
All
on it.
everyone needs to know, and I'll just use this as a super fucking teaser, is we haven't had a Good Luck Sleeping in a while, and it's because we've been talking about it for a while. We have a plan, and it's fucking good, and it's gonna be coming out the week of Halloween. That's what I'll tell y'all right now. So Good Luck Sleeping 3 will be coming out. I think October 30th is the Wednesday before Halloween, so it's gonna be a good episode. Mike has not wanted to talk about these things for months, and
Yeah.
I told him, well, too bad it's Spooktober, and we're gonna talk about it, bitch.
So we're filming it next week.
Yeah, we're filming it next week, but it'll post that
Ooh.
following one.
The day before,
That's what I'm saying. October 30th is when it'll
no,
come
the
out.
29th.
Oh yeah, we're going to see Post Malone. Woo woo! October 30th. Good Luck Sleeping 3. Next question.
Okay, Pewds.
And that's PewDiePie shout out.
I guess it would be
Jack?
what I asked you. We don't have
Jack
any
had
more.
a question.
Oh, he did.
Jack said jail/prison.
Oh,
I don't.
Was that a statement or?
I don't know because I wanted him to be on to talk about that. But I will tell you a quick
Please
story.
clarify.
Yeah, I will tell you a quick story on how I almost got arrested when I was a kid. Mike, you never heard this story.
Oh, I know this story.
I just want you to know, Jerry, getting your best 40-yard dash stance is the combine. Like, because
me almost getting
because-
arrested is not you almost getting arrested.
because it's like you or me racing a world-class sprinter. Like, you hyped up the story, and I've been in some legal trouble.
No, okay, so here's the thing. He was young when this happened.
How young?
Like middle school?
back here.
Middle school, Jay?
Yeah, middle school, high school-ish time frame.
Okay, let it rip.
Dude, bro, where are your legs? Dear God, Mike.
I have the longest legs.
Dude, it's over here. It's right here. Would you sit normal, please? You're kicking everything.
Do we need to get you a step stool? Like,
need to
like
get him
a
a fucking
Dude,
lazy
you guys,
boy.
I know you only see our torsos, but like, I am clear of this fucking table.
He's like kicking my feet.
I'm like-
the cables are like pushed everywhere. I set
sometimes-
this up every week and he's fucking tearing it.
So wait, hang on.
down.
My brother and I, we're not alike in a lot of ways. But him and I both love laying on the couch in shorts and lifting our legs straight up in the air because every time Julia goes, "What the fuck?" Like, 'cause-
Penis is out.
well, no, because your legs,
Oh.
because our legs are like 1,000 feet fucking long.
That's because your shorts fucking penis
Do
falls
do
out.
any of your kids have your legs?
My daughter, I'm so sorry, is built just like me.
Really?
Like thick thorax, fucking long leggy arms. She just flops. She has no coordination.
Aw.
She's like a Labrador poodle's fucking paws are too big for its body. It's like
Jesus
trying to find its way. That poor girl. And then Bubba's built like a shit brick house. He's massive, dude. People think they're twins. Like, he's 2 years younger. So anyway,
Jesus.
sorry. Dude,
No,
talk
you're
about
good.
Kids.
So, me and my two buddies that we lived with on the neighborhood, right? And this is back in Heritage, dude. Heritage, the old block, right? So, growing up, and all we used to do was take our fucking BB guns and pellet guns and like shoot birds. And like my buddy Joseph, you met him. We used to go out to his ranch and like try to hunt birds and shit all the time. Well,
I thought that you said that too. Hunt.
I said hunt birds. Yeah, birds. You know,
No,
with
he
the
was-
wings and the
That,
beaks. We used
that
to
was
shoot
a
them.
mimicking humping birds.
Oh no! Oh my god! Okay, this is so derailed, dude. Jesus, fuck. Anyways, so in the neighborhood where we were, they were building a new like subdivision on the other side of a green belt, and so we went in the green belt because we weren't going out to the ranch. We wanted to go try to hunt birds, and so as kids do, we were just kind of trying to play the part. So we had like bandanas wrapped around our face, like from the nose down, and like they're different color ones, right? So there's like a blue one and a red one and the black ones and stuff. And we have hats on, and we're like crouched in the bushes, just standing there waiting. And like we have these guns, and we put them down, and like we're just trying to shoot birds, right? Well, I had to leave because my mom was like, "We're going to church today. We're going right now." And so we went, right? It was like a Saturday afternoon, so we wouldn't have to go on Sunday. So I had to leave. I go to church. I come back. And Joseph comes knocking on my door, and I walk out there, and he's in his fucking Data Life shoes with the spinners in them. You know when you stepped on them in the air and it spun the spinners in the shoes. You ever seen those? He was wearing those, his boxers, and like a fucking t-shirt that had like midriff all over it. Like, and he's like, "Dude, me and Aaron got arrested." I said, "What?" And so apparently, in that Greenbelt where we were, there was a house the night before that. There was a home invasion. There was a break-in. And they thought we were the people coming back to rob them again. And apparently that's like a common thing. Like people that like get broken into the very next day or the day after, like the people come back and try to steal from there again. So they thought we were coming back in broad daylight because we had bandanas and BB guns and shit. So they got arrested. Man, a cop came out of there and like pulled their gun out on them and like had them get down and took them down to the station, took all their guns and shit. And then their moms came and picked them up and all that. And that's kind of how I almost got arrested because I was in.
How big was this group of friends you had?
Just us three.
It was 3 of you, right?
At that time, he had more friends.
No. I
Thank you, babe.
Jerry really needed that assistance. Like he needed people to clarify. Like
What?
His group of friends wasn't just 3; it was 2 people.
Yeah, he had
No.
a good like
I had
10,
a lot of friends.
10, yeah, when
Jerry,
you were a kid, yeah.
If you
It was
say
just us three.
Jerry,
that
you
day.
have to say you have a lot of friends.
I don't know why that's the topic we're talking about right now.
No, Jerry, hang on.
What the fuck is
I'm getting to the fucking point. Sorry. Fine. I gotta move my legs.
Dude, you're gonna unplug the cables, Mike. Damn it.
It's like being on a podcast with my dad every now and then. So,
I know. You
the
keep talking about
thing
history.
that I think is funniest about this whole ordeal is that one of you enlisted in the greatest Air Force the world has ever seen, and another one of you became an officer in the greatest Navy this world has ever seen. What happened to the third guy? Oh shit! I'm sorry.
No. He's okay.
Oh, I didn't know if it was. Just, I know it was.
He sells Herbalife. Dude, stop.
Oh, Mike's off the chair. Oh.
Oh fuck! I'm getting lightheaded.
It's fiction.
Dude, he's a part of a pyramid scheme. You're tearing the studio apart, Mike. The cables are on the ground.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, Jesus.
Shit, fuck.
I'm gonna throw up.
Dude, please throw up.
Please don't.
Oh, fuck.
I don't want to clean it.
No, it's a trash can.
It's not real.
Oh, it's real.
Dude. Dude. It's 100% real, dude.
I haven't laughed that hard in 10 years.
Oh, it's real.
I'm so sorry. I am so sorry.
Fucking shit, man. That's
Dude. We've been joking about Jeremy killing Jerry for months. And Jerry almost killed me with fact. Oh, God.
Oh, dude,
Oh,
that's good,
shit.
man.
God damn, dude, that's funny. That's funny. I'm sorry, dog, if you listen. I don't know what your name is, but I'm so sorry. You gotta see the irony a little bit. If you can't laugh at yourself. No, and don't worry. By the way, my best friend is a mechanical engineer. Like, it's all good. Like,
God damn, man, that's so funny. Oh shit, dude. So yeah, that's my run-in with the law. Not even being there.
I really hope that your friend in the Navy fucking listens to this.
I think he does.
He does.
That is so goddamn funny, bro.
Shout out, Joseph.
Joseph's in the Navy.
Yeah.
Not Herbalife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one in the Navy.
We're not like, shout out the dude that was killed, Mike,
Shout
with your
out to-
fucking failure.
Shout out to all natural protein powder.
Dude, it's
Overly
it's like,
priced.
it's like somebody took the most like smooth, brilliant pyramid scheme and just shoved a whole bunch of Ponzi into it. No, and dude, if anybody out there this Herbalife, they'd be like, no. What do they call it? They call it
Multi-level marketing.
thank you.
Yeah.
I watched John Oliver.
I don't.
Oh yeah, they had the fucking garage qualified.
Okay.
Yeah.
We don't have to get on that, but that's dude. Oh my.
So do
I
we
haven't laughed that long in a long time either, bro. That was good. I didn't know. Oh man, I didn't know that was gonna kill you, bro. That was so good.
The truth.
So there's a joke I used to do, and it was and dude, please, you have to understand this. Okay, never mind. I'll just go into it.
No, you're good. Go.
I used to do this joke about I was in a Dollar General the other day, and the Fairborn, which is the town in Ohio in which I lived, right next to the base, the Fairborn Municipal Court is located right next to a Dollar General in a strip mall. And I would say that on stage, and I'd give it like 3 or 4 beats, and I'd say, I'm sorry, that's not a joke, that's a fact. Yeah. And dude, that is like
Small towns.
that is the funniest fucking thing.
Oh man.
Like I've
That's what happens when you don't leave your hometown.
I've had 3 friends try to sell me that fucking what's that coffee? You guys, it starts with it's like Organa or Black Grow or something like that. Organa Grow or some shit. And I've had like 3 friends get caught up in it, and I'm like, that's kind of like Herbalife. And they're like, no, it's totally different. See, what I do is I sell it, and then like, and then I meet other people who want to sell it. And then they sell it for me. And it's like, you want to draw the diagram of how this works.
Does it look like this?
Because it's kind of if my calculations are correct, doctor, that looks a lot like a pyramid.
Man, those are so funny, dude.
Dude, if you're gonna I'm sorry, if you listen and you do, dude, hustle hard to go home. I get it. Do your thing. If it works for you, it works for you. But if you're gonna sell Herbalife, you might as well just sell pot. Like,
You might make more money too.
you probably make a lot more money.
It's not as
And
embarrassing.
you wouldn't, dude. I promise you. No matter how bad you are at selling pot, you will never have a garage full of pot. Like floor to ceiling protein powders, you'll never be floor to ceiling fucking weed.
Dude, it's called supply and demand.
Seriously, think of another product that creates its own demand. Like,
Fuck. Okay.
oh, this went off the rails.
Anyways, yeah, that was
As usual.
that's the comment on Jack's question. Jail or prison or jail/prison.
What does that even mean? Is he just yelling stuff at you from across the room like, jail! Prison!
Like, hey, this isn't scenes from a hat on Whose Line Is It Anyways?
And I'm not Wayne Brady. And he's definitely not Drew Carey. She might be Colin Mockery.
I'll be
She
that.
does have this thing. No, she's Ryan Stiles, man. She's got them burns.
No,
Bro,
dude,
last one
I'm
she-
sorry. The heroin burn wasn't a burn. It was just really obscenely mean.
Yeah,
Like,
Ryan Stiles. You know what the fuck?
I know who Ryan Stiles is. I
Yeah.
just don't see the. I feel like fuck it. Whatever. All right.
Yeah, and-
How much time do we have left?
Like 20 minutes.
Yeah. Give or take.
Holy shit. So I guess I could talk about my ball bag if you wanted.
Hit that, man.
Not my ball bag.
I don't know why I said that.
All right, it's whatever. So, about a month ago, I got epididymitis. Google it, and then
What
I'm
is
not
it?
Googling that right now. I'm sorry.
okay, you're fine.
what
You're
is it?
driving.
No. Jerry looked at the screen like, is she going to go? No, I'm not Googling that right now.
It's just a habit.
Epididymitis is where either by trauma or infection, the epididymis, which is on the posterior or back end section of the testicle, becomes inflamed. And then the whole thing blows up. So earlier this month, off screen, obviously, my ball was the size of, I will say, a very large ball. And then I got a shot of Rocephin in my right butt
Did it
cheek.
look like this?
I actually have a picture. You want to see it?
You have a picture?
Yeah, I do. Hang on.
No homo, right?
I mean, dude, my dick's not in
this
it.
is medical. This is medical.
My dick's not in it, so it's like, whatever. Here, you ready?
Jeez.
Jerry's reaction is everything to me.
looks like this.
Oh, the left one, un poquito.
Wait, is it just one ball and the other one stays normal, or they?
Yeah,
They
dude,
both.
and it got bigger. So anyway, first time I get it, they shot me full of Rocephin. And then the second time, earlier this week, I get it again on top of what they think is UTI, and I'm passing a stone. So
A kidney stone.
Kidney stone. So, shit. So this time around, because I don't know if it's because they just gave me IM antibiotics but this time, like, size of a small, like, I would say, conservatively speaking, a jazz apple, like a small one. Yeah. So it hurts a lot, like a lot.
Yeah.
And but the funniest part about this whole ordeal is the doctor walks in the room and he's like asking me all the pertinent questions, like, all right, so this has happened to you a couple times before that you've been here, and I just gotta ask you these questions, man. Do you have multiple partners? I'm like, no. He's like, do you engage in any type of sex that isn't vaginal? I'm like, be more specific. And he's like, you know what I mean? I'm like, no, I mean, not often. This is my birthday or something. And he's like, okay, I think you're doing something wrong. I do have to say, though, the very first time I got it, I've been in the medical field forever. I'll tell a medical professional anything. I've had 4 different ultrasounds of my testicles, like 4, and every time they've been like, all right, go ahead, and I'm just like opposite of Jerry. Like, I'm not bashful, whatever. It's a Tuesday for you. It's a Monday for me. Yeah, I'm having a bad one. And the first time around, I had the most killer fast track PA I've ever had. Rolled up to me while I'm getting my vitals in nurse's station, asked me my whole history, sends me for an ultrasound right away. On point, sir.
They did an ultrasound on your testicles?
4 times.
Probably checking for blood flow.
No,
like
they're checking
baby bump.
They're specifically, every time you have specifically one testicle pain, they always check for torsion. And the bitch of torsion is you can only twist one way, so you just get 50-50 shot of losing your ball if you ever get torsion.
Oh,
Never
okay.
been torsion, always been epididymitis, confirmed by ultrasound. But the PA is like, so did you have any trauma to that testicle? And I'm like, I really don't want to go into details here. And he's like, look, man, I work at the ER. I've heard it all. And I'm like, I know, bro. I have too. And you haven't heard this one. And then, of course, that was the wrong thing to say. He's like, bro, just fucking tell me. And so I was like, all right. My sister-in-law has this really shitty dog. It's like a Catalina or Calahuna fucking leopard dog. It's like a greyhound with spots. It's dumber than shit. I like it. I like dogs. But fuck that dog sometimes. So this dog comes right up into my nutsack, like, and trying to sniff and like get into my butt crack. and I go, Gita, and I go to slap her on the top of the nose, and I just whack myself in the left nut, like almost with all of my might. And that's what I said to this PA. And he literally looks at me, looks back at his computer, and goes, I've never heard that one before. And he just like fucking walks away. So
I was gonna say, the penis pump goes on the shaft, not the testicle, right? You're not supposed to inject homegrown steroids into your penis. The cock ring's supposed to go on your shaft, not your testicle. Normally, you call after 4 hours. You told me to tag it, dude.
I'm sorry, like I think the Herbalife broke my laugh box.
Dude, that shit got me good, dude. Oh man. What are you fucking pouring Herbalife in your balls?
So like I'm so convinced that like I'm Costello most of the time. And then every now and then I'll play an Abbott and I'm asking honest questions. And you just murk it, man. With just honesty. It's so funny.
Oh, we got a good balance, man. It's all natural.
Unlike Herbalife.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding, Herbalife. I'm sure
Yeah.
Today's sponsor.
Yeah, you can sponsor this podcast if you want. You know what? I hope you do.
Send me money.
Send me fucking samples.
I'll pour it all over myself with water and drink
my
the
God.
rest. Like, I don't care. Send us money.
That's so funny, dude. That's why Mike was ghosting us on earlier this week. Was because his balls inflated like a hot air balloon.
I swear to God, I called him like 20 times.
I know. I believe you. I called him a few times.
And texted.
I was at work. All right. Anyways, let's go out on this, man. Oh, this is gonna be a perfect fucking ender note here. All right. So, what do you know? What do you know about Bob Lazar? No.
He's full of shit.
All right, so I'm starting with this point to transition into Caitlin's question to me. Was Bob Lazar and Commander Fravor, right? They both talked about seeing very, very similar types of like alien spacecraft here on Earth. And there's a lot of reports that are in line with Commander Fravor's reports on like these objects that they've seen like emerge from within the ocean, so Commander Fravor was a Navy pilot.
I'm aware.
Yeah, he flew he used to fly those jets over the ocean, and he used to see some crazy fucking shit. And they see these things that come out of the water and then just like submerge like immediately, and they're not on radars. They're not abiding by like the laws of gravity as we know them, and it's unexplainable stuff, right? So I bring that up because we talked about this before on I think Good Luck Sleeping 1 on how little the ocean is explored versus how much we're exploring space. We don't know fucking jack shit about the ocean. Like in comparison to like what there is that's there and what we know, it's like a very small fraction of the ocean that we have explored, and we should be exploring it more, right? So what if octopuses are aliens? Now think about this. They can camouflage.
Don't give me that look.
They're fucking super smart. They can open shit. They can escape from being within captivity. You heard about the shark in the aquarium, right?
Yeah.
Or no, I'm sorry, the octopus that was escaping his tank, going through like the ventilation or something like that, and was eating the sharks in the other tank across the fucking hall, and then getting back into his own.
He memorized the security guards pattern.
They do all those things, and I've seen like clips of like when they like climb up the side of a fucking boat and grab like the people working on it and try to like pull them into the water. So it's clearly not probable, but at the same time, what if? Like, it's kind of a scary thought, dude. Octopuses really scare me because I don't understand them.
I can tell you from what little I understand about evolution, and I believe in about evolution, is that they are on the top of the food chain, for the most part, in the ocean. Mm-hmm. And the way that they got to that point is they learned how to escape out of tight spaces, squeeze into tight spaces, anticipate patterns, and eat. Mm-hmm. And the ones who didn't died.
Right.
And I am going to just say that I think they're fascinating. I've seen many videos of them like squeezing into like these tiny like portions of space and then changing colors and all these amazing things they do.
Colors.
Rapidly changing colors. I find them fascinating. I really think they are. But I just feel like it's all Pavlov. All of that can be explained to me as Pavlov's dog. I feel like dolphins are way more terrifying. I feel like
they're very smart. Yeah, dolphins.
Chimpanzees. Do you know that dolphins will all take on a shark all at once in a coordinated attack and break their bones with their beaks? They'll hit them all at once at like 40 miles an hour underneath the water. And then I think about like chimpanzees. The thing that terrifies me about chimpanzees, my friend, is that they are sentient. Like they have emotions.
Yeah.
And octopi, as far as we can guess, I'm assuming, I'm not educated, I haven't seen, and I'm just making a guess based on what I have seen personally, are not sentient to that level. And so sentience is what bothers me. If you can build a rocket ship that can plow through space and support your life, then most likely you feel fear, or you feel other than the three basic emotions.
Or you feel on top of, like you feel all powerful.
Yeah, it's like, why would you be terrified of a human if you could perfect space travel? I mean, maybe they came here on. It's definitely a fun, like.
Yeah, that's
what
real.
do you think? But I also want to point out that I'm also the dude who opens the door, hears a scary noise, closes the door. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and pontificate on like octopi being the first wave of the thing that fucks our species in the ass. Like, you know
but they could, man. Look at them. That's scary, dude. But no, okay, have you heard about the how like chimpanzees and like gorillas have been observed in the wild, like evolving to the point of like caveman, like when we were like when humans were found as cavemen, like not found, but you know what I mean, like they've been found to like take sticks and sharpen them, and now they're using them to hunt fish in the rivers.
You're using tools.
Yeah. Well, is no one going to talk about that anywhere? Like that's not
that's just simple evolution.
Yeah, it's exactly, it's evolution.
Well, it's like
so now we could have a multi-species like living sentient relationship with another creature on Earth.
Well, that's how they think we evolved to what we were.
That's what I'm saying.
Levels.
That's what I'm saying.
Evolution.
And they found different.
What you're saying is it's amazing that it's happening in conjunction with where we are today.
Yes,
where
exactly.
we're able to observe it actively.
Right, because as far as we know, to today's modern day history, with all the other types of, the Earth is however many millions or billions of years old, right? And however many times it's been started over due to other global warming events, this is the furthest that we've come that we know of. So now we're witnessing another species do the same thing. And that's kind of crazy. I mean, you've seen the clip of the gorilla doing sign language, right?
Yeah, it's on Bill Burr.
Yeah. And I mean, it's crazy, dude. That's just crazy, man. And you know that they have found other like races of human, like I think it's called the Denisovans, and there's one other one as well. And they found that they've traced our human DNA back to these once they found these. It's called Denisovans. I believe it's called that. There's one other one, but like their skulls are like longer in like the rear. Yeah, see, they look different. They look way different.
Yeah, Denisovan, right?
Denisovans, and there's one other one. Yeah, there's Neanderthal and there's like modern human, but there's one other one aside from the Denisovan. I can't remember what it is. It's some other weird name, but its skull is actually like longer in the back. It's kind of weird looking, but I don't know, man. It's just crazy stuff, crazy thought. Like who knows what's here, and they're uncovering civilizations that have like jungles and woods like that have grown over them, and these like ancient civilizations have been buried under them. And they also just found a like I think is in the Amazon, I'm not sure. They found this brand new tribe of people that has no idea the rest of the world exists, and we had no idea they were living in this like jungle environment, and they're just like a, you know, normal little civilization thing. It's just crazy, man. We're exploring all kinds of stuff, and who knows what's out there. But I think octopuses are pretty scary.
Is it octopuses or is it octopi? Do we ever settle that shit?
It's octopi, I think. I don't know. It's octopi.
I'm sorry. It's just every time you say octopus, I want to say octopusy really bad. Wait, real quick. This is totally unrelated. Who's your favorite James Bond?
I don't know.
Kaylin, do you have a favorite James Bond?
I don't really watch them.
Yeah, I like the Mission Impossible more, man. What?
It's fine. We're fine. It is fine.
Octopuses.
Ooh.
But octopi is acceptable in modern times.
Stick with octopi.
For safety.
All right,
All right, man. Well, that's the show.
Yeah.
That's it. But awesome. As always, feel free to keep your suggestions coming. We will always get to them and cover them and fucking debate them and then let it derail the show, and we'll fucking find rabbit holes and we'll go down them, and that's fine. Mm-hmm. And octopi.
Oh, yeah.
Pi 3.14.
Real quick, if I may, one of the interesting things I feel like that we that's really cool about this forum is it's one of the few times where everyone who, you know, comments or likes or subscribes, you always be a part of like something, no matter how big this gets, how small it stays, whatever it does. It's like it feels like a community kind of feeling, like we're able to directly communicate back with people, answer questions, and that'll be a thing, like no matter how big or small it stays.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, it's just really it still blows my mind that people listen.
It does. I agree, man. I agree. I enjoy posting every Wednesday and watching how many people listen and download and everything. And
You got a new subscriber on YouTube too.
Yeah, we've had I think we've had 2 actually this week.
Yeah.
Which, hey man, growing is growing little by little, and I'm cool with that.
This guy.
What's his name?
These 2.
Hi Donald. Hi Brian. Thank you. What?
I just thought about like those fake female accounts that try to add you as a friend on Facebook. Like, hey Stephanie, how are you doing? Those are some big titties you got. Where do I know you from? Like,
You fucking stupid ass.
I'm not saying that Donald and Brian are real. I'm just saying.
They're gonna unsubscribe now, and it's your fault.
You win some, you lose some.
You can't win them all, man.
Sometimes you're the hammer, sometimes you're the nail.
Is that the game you played when you busted your testicle open?
Nah, boy, I'm always a hammer.
All right, y'all. Thank you. Appreciate it. More to come soon. Take it easy.